Well, here you are, a hot, sexy online entrepreneur ready to make all the money and travel the world and live the dream life that you are meant for. Let me say, first of all, congratulations. Good for you. You created an offer, made a sales page, are pumping out content. Amazing. But second of all, nobody cares. Nobody cares if they don't know for a fact that you can help them. And so they don't buy, and that's why you have no clients, huh? Now, I've seen some good profiles and channels and content. I've seen some solid sales pages and lead magnets, but they're hidden among atrocities. Atrocities from a hot hell that will never convert into clients. And I don't want that to be you because I love you. In fact, I want you to get results like this every single month, like I do, and like my clients do too. And doing the simple tweaks I'm going to show you today is what's going to help you get there. Because simple mistakes that you can fix in 3 seconds are costing you $10,000 in lost revenue every single month. And you can totally reverse that right now and start getting consistent clients instead. So today I'm going to roast profiles and sales pages and offers that I randomly found on the internet. And I'm going to go over some low lift, really low lift digital marketing concepts that you can incorporate into your business right now to start making those $10,000 months around here. Then I'm going to lovingly, because again, I love you, but I'm going to lovingly critique some channels from you, my loves, who show up on this channel again and again and show you how to fix your shit so that you can start getting some clients. Ugh, I'm so sick of smart, experienced hotties like you who can change people's lives not making money. Hit like if you're sick of that too. All right. Let's go. Let's get started. So, first, I want to start with this website that I found, House of Healing by the Garden of Eden. Okay. So, this looks good. It's pretty, right? But who's it for? Garden of Eden, House of Healing. This feels really broad. So let's start reading. Okay, it says, welcome. The Garden of Eden House of Healing is a school to teach and coach slash mentor you about the body, mind, and soul connection and how to live a life which is most originally designed full of love, joy, peace, happiness, abundance, and blessing. Book a free discovery call. Okay, so at this point, she's telling me to book a call, and I have no idea what I'm booking this for. Like, what am I actually going to get when I book this call? I see that it says like a 3-month package, but that is a feature, not a benefit. When I say this, I mean, when you say things like, I have 12 modules, 10 hours of video trainings, 3 months, that's features. I don't care. What I care, what I will spend my money on is what I'm actually going to have happen to me, the transformation that is that I'm going to pay for, right? Okay, so let's continue everything. Okay, we've got a testimonial here. Everything she does is beautiful and heartfelt. Again, that's great. I love beautiful and heartfelt things, but what am I getting? Okay, and then we have a bio here. It's always good to have a bio on your sales page. So, hello, I'm Lenka. Again, you guys remember, I don't know Lenka. I don't know you, but I want you to have all the success in the world, which is why we're doing this. All right. So she says she's a holistic doctor trained in Calcutta, amazing, who she's trained with. She's gone through her own career transformation, amazing. She's traveled to 28 countries, lived in 7. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. I love that you have all this training. I love that you've lived in all these countries, but what does that mean for me? Because remember what I said? Nobody cares. Nobody cares until you tell tell them why they should care. So she's lived in all these places, but that means nothing to me. I don't get anything from this, right? So let's say I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready for the transformation. She takes me right up. So let me see what happens when I try to book something. Round table conversation. Okay, so we get to her Calendly, and oh, okay. Let me start off by something really good that she did here. Lenka, you see, I can only book 3 days out, which is really good. Why? Because if I'm booking a call, that means that right now I'm feeling hot. I'm feeling so hot. No, really, what that means is like I am a hot lead, right? I know her, I found her, I'm looking at how I can work with her. So if I was able to book a call out, like let's say on the 30th, that's in over a week, I would cool down as a lead. And that's a bad thing because you want hot leads. Hot leads buy. So this is really good that she's only got these 3 days out. But what's bad is that, look at this. Look at all these times. This shows me that she's not booked out at all. And here's a tip, okay? Don't be like, "Oh, but it's lying, whatever." This is going to work. If you are not fully booked out, pretend that you are. You want to close out some spots. You want to have no more than 2 or 3 spots per day because that gives the impression that you're working with people, right? The people are seeking you out. So if you're not fully booked out, pretend you are. Let's fake it till you make it. And I don't mean that like say you make 10K a month when you don't, but I mean like send signals to your people that you are in demand. All right, Lenka, let's move on. Okay. So the next profile that I wanted to talk about is Catherine from The Parent Rock. Again, I don't know Catherine. I found her randomly online, but Catherine is doing some really good things here, right? The first thing is her bio on her Instagram says exactly what she does. She does sleep advice without the BS, the guilt, or drowsy but awake nonsense, gentle baby and toddler sleep coach. Okay, cool. I get it. If I have a baby that's not sleeping, Catherine can help me. I also see from her content that she's been really good at dimensionalizing what she does. What do I mean by that? Remember how I said she's a sleep coach? Well, she could say something like, "Are you sick of staying awake at night?" Like, yeah, that makes it clear what she does. But here she goes a step further and she goes, "No more 2 a.m. Googling, no more second guessing, no judgy looks." She has put herself in the skin of her ideal client. And she's really brought that dimension to what people feel, right? She knows that her people are up at 2 a.m. Googling how to get my kid to bed. And she has translated that into words. And that's what makes your people feel like, oh my God, she gets it. Oh my God, this is the person I need to work with because she knows exactly what I'm going through. In other words, this is what makes you magnetic, which is really, really important when you want to get clients. Okay. So she's got free stuff, amazing. That means that she's got lead magnets to offer, which is really good. Remember, you when you're building your online presence, your content, all the things on social media, on YouTube, you are building on rented land. When you build your stuff on an email list, that's yours. You own that. So this is why we build a lead magnet, because we want to collect emails from people so that you have direct access to your people, right? You own your list. And not only that, engagement on email lists is something like 40% versus like 2% on social media. So really good. Catherine has some free stuff. So her lead magnet, she does have a few different things that I can download, apparently sleep guides, other free stuff. So what I would do instead here is I would focus on a single lead magnet, one free thing that she can give away. And instead of, having all these different things, I would just have her do one word, which she does. She says, comment or DM the word support and we'll figure it out together. Cool. But people get decision fatigue. So they have sleep guides, they have free downloads, they have, all the different things. I would focus on one thing that she can offer per post. All right. And then she's got work with me one-on-one. Again, this is all in one post. I would separate these. And then for this, she's got 45-minute one-to-one video call, customized actionable sleep strategy, Q&A, and 2-week check-in. Get a clear roadmap to better sleep for 45 pounds. 45 pounds? Catherine, this is so valuable. You literally have people staying up, Googling at 2 a.m. They are in so much pain. And like I'm sure that they would pay so much more to be able to get that sleep. So this is the first thing. $45 is, I think you're worth more, Catherine. So I think you should charge more. But let's see what else she offers here. So let's go to the link in bio. And oh, she's got a quiz. This is a really fun lead magnet, you guys. Lead magnets are usually an ebook, a worksheet, a checklist, whatever it is, anything of value that you can give away for free in exchange for an email. But a quiz is really fun because you're able to really personalize that experience to your ideal client. So her quiz is, what kind of parent are you really? Answer these 10 quick questions, get personalized. Awesome. Let's start the quiz. Okay, Catherine. Here's where I would change this. Okay, so if you are asking for my name and email right away, I'm like, "Ugh, I don't want to give it, and then I'm going to do the quiz." Whereas the chances of your conversion rate going up so much if you first let them have the answers, go through the questions, answer all the things. They've already spent a few minutes invested in that. And then you say something like, to get your results, enter your email. Oh my God, your conversion rates are going to go through the roof. So I would change that. And all right, so let's go back to her link in bio. She's got, let's see. Uh oh, this is a wait list. I don't know what it's for. I would love to know what that's for. And let's see. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing again. Wait, here we go. Sleep support that's as unique as your baby. Amazing. Okay, too many things happening here. Catherine, tell me what to do. Give me one thing to choose from and get me to this. You guys, here's the thing. When you offer, again, a bunch of things, people get decision fatigue. If you offer them a single thing that they can choose and you price that accordingly you price it according to the transformation that you're going to get, you are going to be able to get better clients who get better results. You're going to make more money, right? I saw somewhere, I don't know where anymore. I think it was on this first piece of content there, Catherine, but I saw that you have a membership. But again, let's say you have that membership for 49 pounds, right? You need where's my math going here? But you need like 100 clients to make 10K a month. If you turn that membership into a program where you've got a curriculum, you got the support, and you charge $500, which is still not that much. $500 is pretty affordable, and it's very it's congruent to the pain that people are feeling, right? It's like this person's up in the middle of the night and she's feeling all this pain. She'll gladly pay $500 to solve that problem. And then all you need is 20 members, and then bam, that's 10K. So that's what I got for you, Catherine. All right, let's move on to, we've got here, I don't know this person's name, but okay, Spotlight Strategy Bundle. First thing, we've got the sign up button right here on top of the Resume Bootcamp something LinkedIn RX. So this is like a really easy fix, you guys. Make sure that your buttons are easy to read, that they're not covering any text, that there's not like super crazy busy photos behind your important text. And then just, this is a super easy fix. Okay. And then she goes, let me guess, you are struggling to stand out and feel tired of your resume and LinkedIn profile blending into the digital world. You want to discover why your current approach isn't getting you noticed and what to do about it. Okay. First of all, who's you, right? Like, is it uh professionals or professionals in tech? Is it high achieving career people in the medical space? Like, I want to know specifically who you is and why, like, how can I know that you are talking directly to me? And then when you say you're struggling to stand out and feel tired of your resume, like, that's not a big enough pain. What I'd rather hear here is something like, Are you tired of spending endless hours scrolling on LinkedIn looking to find your perfect job in tech that pays over $200,000 or more per year, and yet you feel there's like you can't stand out for those jobs? This is so much more specific. It's going to make the person reading this being like, oh shit, she's talking to me, right? Okay. And then she goes, imagine if your profile grabbed attention. Picture your resume and LinkedIn profile as magnets about for opportunity. This is really good because what she's doing here is called future pacing. She's painting a picture of what my future could look like if I bought her product, if I worked with her. But again, I think that this needs to just have more dimension. Remember, we spoke about this with Catherine and the babies. What if so we would do something like, what if your LinkedIn profile grabbed the attention of 2 new recruiters for tech jobs per week? This is so much more specific and it feels so much more magnetic to the person who she's potentially trying to reach, right? So future pacing, good. We're lacking specificity and we're lacking dimension here. Okay. Then she goes, sign me up. Okay. $222. What do I get? Let's see. Claim now. Let me see what I get with that. I don't know. She's just asking me to pay her. So let's see. We've got some testimonials. That's good. But we want concrete testimonials. Like, yes, I got a job in 2 weeks after working with this person. Oh, okay. So you get immediate access to. Okay. I'm feeling a bit of a disconnect here. It's $222, but what I get access to is literally 2 modules. So like 2 video trainings of checklist and homework. Do you see how here we're again focused on features? Like, I don't care about 2 modules. I care about what these modules are actually going to help me achieve. I care about the benefits. So I'm feeling a really big disconnect here between like what I get and the price, because like while 222 is not that much money, it's a lot of money for just 2 modules that I don't know what I'm going to get from. So what you could do here instead is you could charge $1,000, not talk about what we're getting access to in terms of modules, and talk about instead the benefits. Like, you're going to get a high paying job in tech within the next 90 days. Dude, let's say she charged $1,000. If I get a high paying job that pays me $200,000 a month, that's a no brainer, right? Like, I will absolutely pay $1,000 for that. So we want to, again, focus on features, not on, no, I'm sorry, focus on benefits, not on features. And again, let's include support so that your clients feel cared for. They feel like they're really going to get that benefit that they're paying for, and then up those prices. We can absolutely do that. All right. Now, I want to know more about this person. So I found her name down here, Emma Sturtevant. Again, I don't know these people, you guys. So I found her on Instagram, and this is bad, okay? Because Emma has just a personal profile on Instagram. Like, I don't see any connection between this person who can help me get a job and this person who's talking about her dog, right? So like, I think it's really important to have that Instagram account that is a window for what you do. And then I looked at her on LinkedIn too, because I was like, okay, well, she's doing the whole career thing. Maybe her thing is LinkedIn, not Instagram. And now she's like the gold standard for lymphatic health, beauty, detox, and wellness. I am very confused. So Emma, we need to tighten this up. Emma, call me. Let's fix this, okay? This is a missed opportunity. So please, girl, find me and let's fix this up. All right. Now I want to do something a little bit different. Well, first of all, if you like these roasts and you want me to roast your shit, leave your profile, your sales page, your freebie, whatever it is, in the comments below. I will roast you lovingly, of course, because I love you and I want you to succeed. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a rapid fire round for the people who are consistently in my channel. So I found a few people who have commented or who show up to our lives every week, and I'm just going to rapid fire some roasting at them. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so this is Dave. Dave's whole thing is smart money moves for real people. No suits, just results. I help busy professionals master their budget and automate their money moves. Cool. It feels like I know what I'm going to get with whatever you do, Dave. So that's good. Let me see. Book time with me. Let's do that. Fractional director of operations, boosting your bottom line by boosting your restaurant's hospitality. Okay, do we talk about restaurants here on your YouTube page? Okay. So Dave, disconnect between what you say you do and what I see that you do when I click on your link. So I need this to be consistent. If you want to do both things, you need to have two separate pages for these, okay? All right, next up, Paul. I'm Paul and I help people rewire the brain and the rest of their nervous system to help them overcome health challenges. Okay, after seeing dozens of health practitioners over a period of 20 years, even be told I would be sick in the rest of my life, I decided to learn from others who had overcome chronic and mysterious illnesses and use that knowledge to help my body heal itself. Cool. Okay, so Paul, how do I work with you? Let's say I'm having things, I'm feeling things, and they're not good things, and I want your help. How do I work with you? Okay. I need you to tell me more about exactly who you can help. Is it anybody who feels anything? That's a little broad. You're not going to attract anybody. Or is it, other men in their, I'm guessing you're in your early 50s, other men in their 50s who have had XYZ diagnosis, get the help they need without, I don't know, medical intervention or like traditional medicine, whatever it is. I need you to be way more specific here. And then the healing journey, it's hard. It's my intention to share tips, strategy, tools. Cool. Okay. So here it looks like your content is pretty aligned with what you want to do. I think that at the end of the day, Paul, you need to get more specific. You need to offer a specific product, a specific offer to a specific ideal client. I know I'm saying specific a lot, but it's because specificity matters, right? And I need you to be very, very clear about that. So, Paul, I think what's really going to help you and a lot of you watching as well is to download my 0 to consistent 10K months blueprint. I will link it down below in the description because it helps you to get very, very specific with that transformation that you offer, with that ideal client. In other words, who you offer it to. And that makes it just that much easier to create that bio on your, in your channel and all the other stuff. Okay. Let's look at Deborah. Okay, Deborah, more about this channel. Okay, Deborah, we need a bio here. I need to know who you help, how you help them. I do get a really good sense for what you're doing based on your content here. So navigating sex, dating, and neurodiversity, liberating erotic shadows, reframing porn. Very cool. So you talk about sexual stuff because we are sexy, sexy entrepreneurs in this channel. I love it. And I see, Kat, that for you, it's very easy to create content because you already have this podcast, right? You're already creating this long form content every week. Well, not every week. Yeah, 1 day ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a month ago. Perfect. You're creating this long form content consistently. But here's the thing, you are missing out on a huge opportunity here. Well, I would say two huge opportunities here. The first is just to, get people to understand what you're doing through a bio in your YouTube pointing to your offer if you have an offer. So like, this is what I do, this is who I help, this is how you can work with me. And the second thing is to actually leverage YouTube, because what you're doing, which is what a lot of people do, and I see this mistake all the freaking time, is they're like, I have a podcast, I'm really good, so I'm just going to throw that on YouTube. But the problem with that is that YouTube is not YouTube is a very specific beast, right? You can absolutely repurpose your podcast content for YouTube, but what you have to do instead is you need to play by YouTube's rules. And to do that, there's literally 3 very simple tweaks that you need to make to your content. The first is title. Okay, so I know that for podcasts, something like liberating erotic shadows with Adam Chicksfield works, but for YouTube, it doesn't. You need to drive more curiosity through your titles. And then the second thing is your thumbnail, which works together with your title. So you need to adapt your title and thumbnail to YouTube, which is a super easy fix that you can do. And then the second thing is you need to just create a very short intro for your YouTube videos. So I know that again with podcasting, you can say like, hey guys, welcome. In this episode, I have here Dr. Matt, and then your first 15 seconds is over and you've lost people. So for YouTube, you need to create an intro that drives curiosity right away in those first 15 seconds. So if you create a specific title and thumbnail for YouTube and 15 seconds of intro, you can continue using all this amazing content that you're already creating for your podcast, but make it very specific to YouTube so that you can leverage this platform too, that will literally work as an army of sales reps 24/7 for you. And then of course, you need to have that offer that you can drive people to, because you are sitting on a little pile of gold here. If only you had an offer that people knew where to buy, which your bio does not state. All right. One last rapid fire. We've got Hope Pedraza here. Hope's bio is super specific. I can tell exactly who she helps. But what I have to say mostly about Hope is that, Hope, you are missing out on some really, really valuable real estate, which again is title and thumbnail. So your title here is why productivity culture is killing you. And then the text in your thumbnail is productivity is killing your health. It's the same thing. You want to use your title and thumbnail as complementary to each other, and you want to make sure that they drive curiosity so that they drive the click, because it doesn't matter how good your content is, if people aren't clicking, they're not gonna watch it. And what I would recommend you do here is be contrarian, right? So you can say something like why productivity culture is killing you, and then in your thumbnail you could say something like stop working forever. I don't know, something that people would read and be like, wait, what? That makes no sense. I need to click this and I need to watch. I see that you have like low views, and these very simple tweaks. Oh, here, Hope, sorry, I was not, I didn't have your thing up, but these very simple tweaks here. So this is the thumbnail I was talking about, why productivity culture is killing you. Again, very simple tweak is going to go a huge way for you. All right, guys. So I hope that you saw how some very quick fixes can get you to actually get clients, because even if you're starting from scratch, you can actually create your offer, get testimonials, and start making consistent $10,000 or more in just 90 days. And I show you how to do just that in this video that I've linked. So go ahead and watch that next.